Hey guys, so last month we had the Hunter Power Pack released in the Hunter Call the Wild. It is the latest DLC weapon pack to be released and one of the most popular. So in today's video, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a look at all three weapons in the Hunter Power Pack. We're gonna do a three-way comparison comparing the new bolt action 338 to the 300 Canning Magnum to the 7mm bolt action. We're gonna have a close look at these three weapons and how they compare to each other in every way. Now, if you have been using the new Hunter Power Pack, guys, let me know in the comments which weapon in the Hunter Power Pack is your favorite, what is it your favorite for, and why is it your favorite? I would love to know. So this baby here is the 338 bolt action, otherwise known as the Tsurugi. It has 5 shots, whereas the non-DLC 338 has 1 shot. This baby here is the 300 Canning Magnum, and if you're wondering where to get it from, it comes in the Yukon Valley DLC, and it is 75,000 in-game dollars. So both the 338 and the 300 are classed 7 to 9 rifles. Then here we have the Malmer 7mm bolt action rifle. It has 3 shots, and this one is good for classes 4 all the way up to 9. So a big difference in classes. So with all these rifles, guys, we're going to be testing them on big game animals today. Okay, so that's the bolt action 338. It is definitely killing that lion pretty quickly. Let's go have a look. How you doing, my buddy? We managed a double lung shot, pretty sweet penetration. The 338 bolt action did an amazing job on this lion. No complaints whatsoever with this shot. And so that was a 222-meter shot. Pretty sweet. Okay, we have a few more lions out here. 3 of them. So what I'm actually going to do here, I'm going to take another shot with the bolt action 338, but this time it is going to be from over 300 meters with a perfectly broadside shot and see how we do here. Not so great. Okay, second shot registered, and it was good. And he went splat. That totally destroyed him. And this guy's still calm, which is beautiful. So now we are going to shoot the other 2 lions, one with the 300 and the other with the bolt action 7mm, and see how we do. This is the 300 Canning Magnum. We are just over 200 meters, about 240. Oh, heart shot and splat. Now we want to use the 7mm. Beautiful, we did get him. It is going to take longer for him to drop with the 7mm because it's not going to be quite as strong as the 300 and the 338 and splat, but it makes up for it with its insane range of classes. Geez, 4 all the way up to 9. I think that makes the bolt action 7mm the most versatile weapon in the entire game. It makes it very hard to compete with. Now, I personally am not a fan of the recoil with all of the bolt actions, and I will show you in just a second what I'm talking about. The recoil, if you are doing any kind of farming with the bolt actions, is not the smoothest. Oh, I have a floater. No! All right, we'll go grab this guy first. But the recoil will make it harder to get that second shot when you are trying to farm or kill more than one animal at the same time. I think that's where the 300 is going to gain an advantage. All right, so this is another double lung shot from 325 meters. So the bolt action 338, I'm going to say, is pretty awesome on lions. I mean, double lung from over 300 meters is pretty amazing. Okay, how you doing, my dude? And so this is with the 300. We managed a left lung and heart shot. Beautiful penetration. That was a 243-meter shot. In fact, it's kind of looking like the 300 got even better penetration than the 338, but they both got amazing penetration, and at this point it really doesn't matter because that is one very dead lion. Still waiting for my floater. Okay, here he is. So this is with the 7mm bolt action. We managed a left lung and liver shot, and as you can see, not nearly as good a penetration. It's just not gonna have the same knockdown power as the 300 or the 338, but because it's good for classes 4 all the way through 9, as long as it kills them and gets the job done, that is what is most important. But that is very interesting, isn't it? Very, very interesting. So how is it going to measure up on even hardier animals like capes and moose? Let's go find some capes. Okay, oh my gosh, that guy is a big one. We're getting attacked, and this is the 338 bolt action, and I do not have a lot of health. He already got me once. That should do the trick. And this other one, she says bye-bye. Okay, so from 7 meters, we didn't get too much penetration, did we? Now we had the scapula blocker shot there. And on the second shot, still from only 7 meters, that is not a lot of penetration. I guess that capes are built like tanks. It did the job, I mean, that's what matters, but not an insane amount of penetration coming out of the 338 bolt action. That's very interesting. So I can't imagine we get any better penetration from any further away. That's not gonna happen. Let's see how the 300 does. Okay, so we have a whole herd of Cape Buffalo here sitting pretty for us. We're gonna try out the 300 now. Aggressive. No good shot into her yet. That's right. Come and get me, my pretty. So with the 300 Canning Magnum, that was just under a 200-meter shot. We managed a left lung shot. Unfortunately, we did hit the scapula, which is going to block the shot a little bit. But again, not great penetration. I just think the capes are tanks. The 338 and the 300 are both going to do a great job on capes based on looking at this. Neither of them are going to steer you wrong. But how will the 7mm do? Need to find some more. Okay, we have a couple herds of capes here now. One of them is quite close to us. I think he's just about less than 100 meters away. First shot we're going to take here with the 7mm bolt action is going to be from up close. Now it does only have the 3 shots, but considering it is class 4 to 9, that's 3 more than the 7mm non-DLC version of this rifle, and man, this is probably gotta be one of the best rifles in the entire game now. They're not spooking back here. They are alarmed. Chill out, my dudes. They are 220. Okay. See how we do there. Okay, we did get her. Okay, so here's our first cape. Single lung shot from 94 meters. Still couldn't get a double lung. I don't think we could get a double lung with the 7mm. No matter what, it barely penetrated. And that's the polymer tips. That's very interesting. But it definitely will kill the cape. You're just not gonna get a lot of penetration with it. No hope for a double lung ever. Okay, so this shot is from 209.99 meters with the 7mm bolt action, and again, a single lung. There can't be much difference from using the polymers and the soft points. I mean, that's the bare minimum of penetration. Like, it literally just hits the skin and that's it. It did do the job, and that's all we can ask, I guess. All right, let's go try these out on moose. Okay, so we're gonna start off here by taking shots on 2 moose with the 338 bolt action. Now pay close attention to the recoil. So we did manage to take 2 moose down at the same time there, but it definitely does take longer to line up a second shot with any of the bolt actions. Let's have a look at that one more time. So that's the reload animation for any of the bolt actions, and it does make it a little bit slower to line up a follow-up shot using any of the bolt actions, and that's what I don't love about them. I love all of the bolt actions. I think the weapon pack is amazing, but it's that recoil that makes me not want to do any grind with any of the bolt actions. What do you guys think? Does the recoil bother you? Does it stop you from taking any of these bolt actions on a grind? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, here is our first bull moose, and we did get a single lung, but look at the penetration. It's almost non-existent. It's kind of insane. It wasn't even blocked by the scapula. I mean, it did kill the moose, but there is like a 0% chance of ever getting a double lung using the 338 bolt action. But I don't think we can get a double lung using the 300 either, but I'm pretty sure the 300 has more penetration than that, but we are gonna have a peek. And again, a single lung with the 338 bolt action. So because of that recoil, I will definitely be doing my moose grind with the 300. Now, I have killed more than 6,000 bull moose in my last 2 moose grinds using the 300, and it did an amazing job, so let's test it out here. So as you can see, it has way smoother recoil. It feels and sounds more powerful than the 338. At least it does to me, but I think the real difference is the recoil. I don't think there is a huge difference otherwise. And that moose goes splat. Okay, so it appears that the 300 does actually have more penetration with the polymers there than the 338 does, so that's very interesting. But neither of them are going to give you a double lung. Most of the time we're going to be getting a single lung only when farming moose, and it doesn't matter which rifle we use. Moose are just tanks, I guess. That unfortunately is going to cause us to do more tracking without the double lung. We're going to have to track more, and that's just all there is to it. So another single lung shot, and again the penetration was pretty decent, not decent enough to get double lung, but I will be continuing to use the 300 for my moose grind, and I will not be switching over to the 338 bolt action. Okay, so now we're gonna test out the 7mm bolt action on moose. Now, I would hunt moose with the 7mm bolt action, but farming is a different thing. When I'm gonna be continually shooting the same animal over and over again, I am gonna reach for the 300, but let's test out that 7mm. Now let's pay attention to how long it takes for, there it is, for the health to drop. That's the quick kill kicking in, and it is going to be slower for animals to die using the 7mm because it is a 4 to 9 rifle. It's not a 7 to 9, so it is meant to cover an array of classes. That means it's not going to be as powerful as the 300 or the 338. Okay, so the 7mm actually has way more penetration than I expected it to. That's really interesting. It's still slower on the quick kill. It's still gonna take longer for the moose to die, but it did a pretty great job on this moose. I am impressed. So based on today's experiment, I'm going to say that the 300 is still the king. It is still the best 7 to 9 rifle, but the 338 is amazing on lions and will still be a great rifle in any loadout. And the 7mm is the most versatile weapon in the entire game, giving us from classes 4 all the way through 9, and it did a pretty great job. Click right here to see my first hunt using the Hunter Power Pack. Thanks for watching, guys, and we will definitely see you guys in the next one.